All right, here we are. We are live. I'm just going to quickly check the channel here. Um, it's been a strange day. I'll be honest with you. It's been a strange month. It's been a strange few months. It's been a strange year. It has been a strange time. And let's see. Hello. 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 Okay, I guess Chase Maney can now see me. Fantastic. I started this live stream because I want to document the life of an artist in the 21st century in exile. And this is going to be an honest and realistic demonstration. No hidden agenda here, no hidden content here. It's all real. What you see is what you get. This is the only way I can justify doing this. I'm not putting on a show. I'm not putting on a mask. In fact, the reason why I became an artist, why I've always been an artist, but I've been tortured for so many years for most of my life has been because I've been putting on masks, and um, finally I'm done with that, and no longer will I, be able to or want to uh, do that. That paradigm of acting and theater for as a mode of life. I think it's fun sometimes, but if that persona or any of these personas become so ingrained in me as a person, then I lose who I am as a result. All of that is to say that this live stream, this YouTube channel, is really for the sake of demonstrating, showcasing authenticity, courage, humility, um, and an acknowledgement of beauty that surrounds us and that is in us. So right now I'm saying all of this to you, Chase Maney. But what a good run, man. What a good run. Drop a $50 tip there in that chat box. You'll see my nips for 12 seconds. Oops, here we go. I'm about to get canceled once more. No, but I am actually serious about the whole authenticity. Okay. Um, currently the title of this live stream is "The Art of Abstraction at the End of the World" or something like that. Um, and right now, I think what we're going through is the era of apocalypse. It's revelation, right? Um, we are experiencing apocalypse in real time, and most of us, unfortunately, have been, marginalized in some way. I'm speaking, about those of us who've the courage to be honest, but sort of don't have the power. But you know, we still find ourselves in these times. These are prophetic times. These are prophetic times. We are witnessing events that are, moving tectonic plates across the world, and the questions, the eternal questions of who we are, what we're here for, what are we doing, um, is even more present and urgent. Um, and my concern is that those who are prophetic and who have the visions, they're not being listened to because the world hasn't reckoned with the universe and the humans haven't reckoned with the universe in quite some time, and so I mean, this is not to just cause mass hysteria and to depress you. I am just saying that whatever is depressing all of us is here for a reason. These are actually not, um, you know, um, novel phenomena. Sure, they're novel in our time, but if you've ever cracked open a book published before, uh, 2023, or what I mean, 19th century, then you'll realize that there's been many times, that humans have had to experience overwhelming, challenges, like challenges that cause them to, do teeth gnashing. Like, ah, oh God, how can you do this to me? What's funny is that usually when I talk to Chase, Chase has really good comebacks. He has really good comebacks. He's really eloquent. So, every time I slow down, he enters in and he's like, "Oh, here we go. Another historical lecture." No, what he says is not. They're not really lectures. I just what I mean by that. Chase never lectures anyone. I don't think so. But what I mean by that is just that I am wowed by his eloquence, and his dexterity, linguistic dexterity. Um, in a way, yeah. He. There we go. We get some extra brownie points there. Brownie points for this live streamer discussing abstraction at the end of the world, the art of abstraction at the end of the world. Um, wow, we've got one viewer and all of these brownie points. I really want to find a way if I can record the live stream because I really don't want to lose this. I want this to be uploaded eventually. I've seen it happen. I just hope that this one will also be recorded because otherwise, um, yeah, I know I want to upload it, but it's a live stream and I don't know if it's being recorded or not. Yeah, I think it's good too, man. It's either this or chatterbaiting. But chatterbaiting is illegal in Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, chatterbaiting is illegal. You cannot show your genitalia. That that would that would immediately make you a target for the Taliban. I swear to God, this better be recording. I mean, I know I'm being live streamed, but I swear to God, this has to be recorded because because I am done not being canceled. I really want to be canceled. It's about time. Um, hey, look at this. I can even start a poll with my audience. I'm wondering where my other subscriber is. My other subscriber is Dite. So anyway, well, maybe he's got a notification, but he doesn't have the time to watch a live stream discussing the art of abstraction. I don't like to hear myself talk, but if this is what I have to do in order to motivate you to not fear life and thrive in the face of apocalyptic nightmare and terror, then I'll do this. Because, again, in all honesty, right, I giggle and laugh, but I do this because comedy comes from Where does it come from? You know this, right? Comedy comes from right. That's right. One viewer says it comes from cum. Right. Comedy comes from tragedy, right? Somebody said that, but yeah, I mean, in some way, the premise of things could be tragic, but that doesn't mean that you have to let it be that way, or you can't turn it into something wonderful. Tribute to beauty and yeah. So anyway, the point is that what's the point? I've talked for 11 minutes, and I never thought I would be able to actually talk for 11 minutes. Now, if I saw Trump join this live stream, I would suddenly be able to I would suddenly go a little retarded. I would be like, "Whoa, Donald Donald Trump is currently viewing my live stream." There are two viewers. One is Chase Maney, one is Donald Trump. We know what Donald Trump would be doing right now, right? He would be in his bed. Melania wouldn't be there. We'd just be next to five um, Big Macs and 12 cans of Diet Coke, right? Because he never goes to bed. He sleeps for 12 seconds a night, and he never touches lettuce or any other vegetable, right? The Big Mac is just a sauce and a patty and buckets of fry, because whenever they see that Donald Trump orders something at McDonald's, they're like, okay, we got to fill that bucket, man. The reason why I actually started this live stream is because I was thinking about it. I was like, I've always dreamed of becoming a stand-up comedian. Like I've said this so many times. I constantly joke to people about this, right? When is this actually going to happen? Right? When is this actually going to happen? What am I afraid of? People. Okay. Why should I be afraid of people? I shouldn't be because everybody's afraid. We all know this, right? We're all because I was in this situation. I was once afraid of showing my true self to the world because I feared rejection. Turns out that if you hate yourself and you don't show your true self to the world, people still don't like you, right? So if you fail at showing if you fail by even hiding yourself, um then why not just at least like show your true self? And who cares if people don't like you at that point, right? You might as well try being yourself, because I tried the other way. I tried not being myself, and people still didn't like me. Some people still didn't like me. And so I shouldn't fear people because you know um I've learned that that's not a good strategy. So that's not a good way to live. So now I shouldn't really have any fears of going up on stage, doing an open mic night, doing 2 minutes, 3 minutes, a minute and a half of just completely, absolutely bombing on stage. Maybe two people will laugh, maybe nobody will laugh, but the point is, I will have done it, and right, right. Again, I'm just saying that there's. I'm already naked. I'm already naked. I should not fear anyone. I should not fear anyone. I should just dance. The worst thing could be would be if I was naked. I was just standing awkwardly. Well, if you're naked, just dance already. At least do something fun with it. um, I don't know. I think the Taliban bit was really good. You can't chatterbait because you're immediately a target. I mean, I bet you what, the Taliban actually they actually have their own version of chatterbait. I'm not kidding about this, but seriously, the real Taliban, the look on their faces if they heard any of this, um, let's just say that it would be worse than whatever David's reaction would be if he watched the story of David. It would be it would be very different. David would just be like, "Oh, come on, man. Why'd you upload this video of me? Why'd you show me cooking stuff?" Yes, it would be worse than canceled, man. The Taliban would do actually, they would cancel you for life, and what I mean by that is that they you know what I mean, like, they'll kill you or something, they'll launch a tiny missile and it'll land on your laptop, while you're on it or something, and they're gonna be like, "Allahu snack bar, aloha snack bar," they'll do you a Hawaii punch or something like that. Running out of references here, kinda getting jumpy at this point, but I'm still impressed that I've done 16.5 minutes of live streaming, um, live streaming content to the world. Chase Maney was not able to live stream last night, so he went to Twitch, which I was surprised that he could talk. um yeah, I mean, if you really want me to talk about terrorism more, it depends on what you mean talk about terrorism, but I'm not for it. Let's just be honest about that. Okay. Very anti-terrorism here. And I mean, I guess I can just say things like, you know, I will just say things like the Taliban are really unfunny people. They really don't have a sense of humor. Um, I mean, they have the tautest sphincters out there. Seriously, I mean, do you see how I get close to the camera now just to tell you this thing? Because it's the truth. They constantly suffer from constipation, diarrhea, just trails of shit. Just like. In fact, the number of times that somebody's caught a suicide bomber before the suicide bomber, is done the thing. The reason why they've caught the suicide bomber, why is because there was a trail of shit. There was like, wait, that guy in the crowd in the bazaar, he's a suicide bomber because he has diarrhea. I'm just saying that these are really uptight people. You don't want to mess with them. They don't know anything about Legos. They do not care about unboxing a new Lego set. Okay? I mean, if you if you think they care about unboxing toys, think twice because all they care about is hijab. They want women to be covered up head to toe. And that is what a terrorist would do, right? That I mean, who else would do that? Nietzsche said something like indigestion. No, sorry, I fucked that up. Seriousness is a sign of bad digestion. And I completely agree about that. I think people who look serious, you can tell that they are having digestive problems because no human being should ever have that kind of serious look on their face. Cleft assholes are no fun. Um, yeah, I mean, You know why cleft assholes are no fun? Because when you go to a public restroom and you open the stall, you see 12 miles of shit just splattered all over the place. It's a work of art, sure, but I don't think that was that was the intention. In fact, the reason why you can't find public restrooms in Afghanistan, why you just see people hide or stand next to a bush, not even hide behind a bush, is because it's unmanageable. Because there's a lot of the Taliban are basically a group of people who are really uptight and they just destroy toilets. So it's just not practical to build toilets for these people. Sometimes that also happens here, clogged toilets and whatnot. In fact, a couple years ago, uh, I would clog toilets all the time, but not because not because I would destroy it with diarrhea, but because I was a cleaning freak. So I would use miles and miles of toilet paper. And I remember one day, this was in a dormitory, right? So one day, it was the weekend. I saw this guy in my hallway wake up and, get out of the bathroom. Yeah, wake up and get out of the bathroom. No. Yeah, so he got out of the, common bathroom, and the look on his face was just priceless. He was so pissed off because I had clogged both of the toilets in the entire building. So what he did was he had to go to a building right across the quad or something, and he had to use a different toilet. Um, a lot of the world's problems are shit problems. Shit problems. Um, the injustice that's done against those of us who are careful about our digestive systems. I mean, I think it's the greatest problem right now. I think Greta Thunberg should be focusing in on this. Everybody needs a toilet. Nobody, uh, you know, uh, climate change. I mean, who cares about a polar bear? They look good on a can of Coke. Sure. Every now and then, I would like to see a can of Coke with a polar bear on it. Sure. That's cute. That's nice. But I'll have a kombucha with no polar bear on it. But at least I would like to be able to use a toilet that has not been demolished by a round of diarrhea. We're now going on 23 minutes. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. All right, another request. I think my only viewer probably fell asleep or something. So anyway, the for a first live stream, I have to say that this has been incredibly successful. I am now watching myself. Oh, wait, I can save this? Um, wait. Partly awake. Nice. This Chase is partly awake. Um, wait, how can I upload? Oh, wow. So congratulations, Chase. The video will automatically be uploaded on YouTube. after the live stream ends. I'm actually really happy about that because oh my god, I said some really interesting things during this live stream. I right. You know what's interesting is that usually when we talk, I say right a lot in order to show you that I'm listening to you, but I keep saying right, right, right. And sometimes I say okay, but it can get annoying. Um, I just realized that I have like hours of footage of me painting. Instead, I should just live stream. There is no better way than just live streaming it because, well, A, it'll be live streamed, B, it'll be uploaded anyway. It's, you know, killing two birds with one stone. Stoned Medusa. Throwing references there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly living in apocalyptic times. I cannot say this enough. What you need me on your team. And how can I persuade you? Well, everything that I've said so far should persuade you to have me on your team. You will need me in order to survive the current times. These are scary times, okay? But you need me on your team. Now, the reason why I say that is because I can't run for the presidency, because I'm not a US citizen. And also, I wasn't born here. So, if I can't run for the presidency, what I can at least do, at the very least, what I can do is make a group, gather a bunch of people, be their leader. I'm not talking about a cult. This is not a cult. Okay? We all know what happened with Charles Manson. Do you think I look like Charles Manson? Right? I don't. I really don't look like Charles Manson. Um I I'm a good leader, okay? I care about art, music, good music, poetry, literature, philosophy, language, humor, comedy, good politics, good politics, good politics. Okay, King Henry V, King Lear, Hamlet kind of politics. Uh, Regroup. Let me say a couple of things here. I went to St. John's College in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I spent 4 years learning the tricks of how to be a human being because these are all tricks. I swear to God, my tutors, if they saw this video, they would be aghast. They'd be like, "Holy crap! What have we trained? What have we done? This monster who can recite Dante off the top of his head is now doing a cult. Is a leader of a cult, live streaming out on the internet. Hello, if Shakespeare is alive today in 2023, he would have a live stream. Don't tell me that he would just sit somewhere and have a scroll and you know a feather. No, he wouldn't do that. Okay, I mean he would be old school. He would be old school, but he would not be by the scroll. What else? In order to sign up for membership in my cult, all you have to do Really, all you have to do is give me all your money. Trust me, this is for a good cause. You don't need it anyway. Remember, these are apocalyptic times. You don't need the money. D- Ask yourself, d- do you really need the money? Now, the question is, Asmat, if I don't need the money, why do you want it? I don't want it. I'm just safekeeping it for you. I'm saving you from yourself. Okay? We both don't need the money. I will just safekeep it. This channel is really a hodgepodge of all things, that I've done so far, that I have been doing. It's really a hodgepodge. It's call to action. It's called to these are all the blanks that you have to complete. Are you still there, Chase? My only viewer. My only He's barely paying attention at this point. He's probably left the phone on the floor and just like, "Oh my god." Um yeah, no, he's probably still there. I can add him as a moderator. I can pin the message. Probably pin this message here. I actually am impressed how easy it is to start a live stream on YouTube. The YouTube circa 2004. Oh my god, 2004 was such a strange time. 2007 was such a strange time. 2010 was such a strange time. I remember watching YouTube videos with 144p. What was that? Like the low resolution 140p. Was it 140p? Is it 140p? It was. This was back when I was in Afghanistan, and I had to download YouTube videos in high res in order to just watch them in high res. Um, those were the times. Those were the times when every YouTube video that I watched had to be meaningful because the internet was really limited. It would take me 8 hours to download a Justin Bieber song, a 4-minute Justin Bieber song. And at the end of watching that song, I would be like, this was such a waste of time. No, I was actually a very naive person at that point. I was like, wow, Justin Bieber, I'm your greatest fan. I listen to all your songs. I wake up every morning to the sound of baby, baby. Now I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I know I was a child back then, but really the whole world just bought into that fad. And it was really a fad. I guess every musician is not every musician. Like some musicians have their own periods of time, and it's just a fad. And we all Madonna had that. These are all the artists that I'd never listened to anyway. I mean, you know, Beyonce, whatever. Like they all had their fad moments. You know, if Mozart was alive, Beethoven was alive, they had to deal with Beyonce or Justin Bieber. Jesus Christ. The only genuine artist that they would care to interact with would be Kanye. Somebody like Kanye. Kanye is real. Kanye wants to run for the presidency. Kanye, in some way, should be the president, should already be the president. Really, the chat has gone quiet, and I'm really not running out of things to say here. I am only beginning. This is all overdue. I am making up for lost time here. I should have began live streaming about 5 years ago. I should have done this, but hey, now you're getting the high quality content here because I've had years to stare into the mirror and look at myself and say these things again and again and again. So for you, for you, this shouldn't really matter because you're here right on time, right on time. You haven't missed anything. Um, I guess I am just going to say a couple of things and then we can wrap this up, huh? How about that? Wrap this up. Um, you can always watch this live stream though. That's cool. You can rewatch it. If you think you're lonely, don't worry. You are lonely. If you think you're funny, don't worry. You're not funny. What why am I saying these things? Why am I saying these things? I shouldn't put you down. I really shouldn't put you down. No. Okay. Let's do that all over again. If you're lonely, think about it like this. Do you really want to hate another human being? If you're a good person, you would say no to that, right? Now, here's the thing. You're saying you're lonely, but sometimes you like somebody so much, you hug them so tightly that you suffocate them. The point is this. You think you're lonely right now? There will come a point that you'll find somebody and that you're going to spend so much time with them, then you're going to start hating them. Now, personally, I've never had this experience. I'm just saying that it's a possibility. It's what I've heard. It's what I think may happen. So don't worry about it. Don't be lonely. Get a toy. I don't know. A giant truck would be nice. I'm just saying there are ways to distract yourself. No, the real thing is get out there in the world. Don't watch this live stream. Talk to somebody, a real human being. That's what you need. I know, I'm just another person on the internet talking about not being on the internet. That the fact that you shouldn't be on the internet. 9 out of 10 people on the internet now say this wherever they go, right? Anywhere. You just see these people like, don't doom scroll. Don't be on this live stream. I'll see you in the real world. Like, can we all just shut down the whole internet? Like, can we just like unplug the cords at this point? Like, like, why are we all anyway? This is now turning into a diatribe against the internet, which trust me, there will come a you know point in time when that will be the case. That will happen. But for now, I'm just making a simple point that things are so bad that everybody's talking about not being on the internet, and I sound like one of those guys right now, which is really sad. At the same time, it's silly. Anyway, don't be lonely. Point two, do what you like. This life is too short. Okay? This is like my farewell statement or something. Maybe this will be the only live stream ever, so this is why I'm saying all these things. Do what you like. Give me all your money. Do it now. Simple. Go into your bank account, put it all together, mail me some cash, put it in a shoebox, send it to me, FedEx it to me, UPS it to me. Do it now. Do it. Do it. Do it. All your money. Um, you're not gonna do with it. You're not gonna do anything with it, anyways. So just do it. Um, the Taliban are really not funny. Don't try to be funny with them. Take care of your digestion system. You don't want to be uptight. I'm just summarizing what I've said so far in this video, this live stream. And I guess the most important thing ever is be yourself. Have fun. This ride is a strange one. All of my heroes. I'm just thinking about Robin Williams right now. God. Wow. I get incredibly sad. I have a lot of heroes, but and and they all in a way make me sad because not all my heroes are alive, and so I just think of how courageous they were in the face of everything else. And I really admire them, and I would like to think that um I live by what they preached in some way, and I honor their legacies. And enough about that. I just wanted to say that there's nothing more important than just being yourself. There's nothing more important. In fact, if anything, I mean, you can try to be somebody else, but who is it going to help? I just see a lot of people not being themselves. That's why I'm saying all of this, is because when I go outside in the real world, I see a lot of people who are afraid, who are miserable. And I want to see a beautiful world. I want to see a world where people are kind to each other and nice to each other, and they're free to play. And I think personally, having this experience, the reason why one wouldn't want to play or have the opportunity to play is fear. So don't be afraid to be yourself. 43 minutes, one streamer at this point. Signing off. Good night.